and I got to go find something to make me happy. And Zoe does that. But a lot of essential businesses are still going on. Like, I live in a brand new neighborhood, and it is, I just drove back from doing a Target pickup run, and it is all construction, all the builders, everybody's out. So hopefully people just keep moving, be safe, and we can just get through this.
Thank you, Quinn. Barbara?
Good morning. I'm Barbara Madden. I'm a financial planner with First Command. I think we have several of our advisors running around the chamber, but I'm one of the newest ones. So we do financial planning for everyone, but our primary market is military families. So we're still open doing business. We're not really seeing clients in our office. Our office is plenty big enough for us to be in our individual offices. And I think, although it's difficult, like for everyone, it's been the good thing, I think, as it has forced our company to provide a lot of online DocuSign type services that we hadn't really probably been aggressive about before. So I would say that will be the happy side of this. But in the meantime, you know, the military clients, they're still employed, even if they're not in their office. But it's been interesting for sure. But we're doing the best we can. I'm happy you did this. Thank you. I've been excited to start attending these events. So I'm glad to get a chance to start meeting you guys.
Thank you and welcome, Barbara. Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam Brunken and I work for PayPal. PayPal is a money transfer service. We also offer payment processing solutions for merchants around the globe. So right now we are open, however, because we are a global company, some of our call centers in other parts of the world are shut down due to government mandates in those regions. So we are seeing an influx of customer complaints into my department because I work in executive escalations. And so we are getting a lot of the complaints where customers are unable to get through simply because we don't have enough people to service the calls that need the help and support just because of those government mandates in other regions. But we are still open where we can be. The location here in Sarpy County, we actually took all 23-ish hundred people that work there and got them all working from home in a matter of 7 days. So right now, everybody from Sarpy County in that office is working from their homes with their families. So everybody's safe and healthy that we've heard. The building itself is technically still open, but only for mandatory employees like facilities and a few IT folks to help with those working from home. So I know we're up and running and doing what we can to help, because I know there's a lot of people out there trying to band together and raise funds and do different things to help each other out, help businesses and help individuals through this time. And so we're doing our best to stay up on that where we can.
Thank you, Sam. Jake Zock.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm Jake Zock. I'm a structural engineer for A Daly. It's an architecture firm kind of located over on 90th and Dodge Street. So yeah, we're all working from home during this time. It's kind of, we're fortunate to be in an age where we can do work via PDF, and we do a lot of VPNing into our office for some of our bigger programs that we use to model and analyze and stuff like that. Currently, construction still, like Quinn said, construction's still kind of moving. We haven't seen too much slowdown yet. We actually have kind of created a rapid response team to kind of try to help respond to this COVID crisis, where we're exploring the idea of modifying hotels or convention centers into emergency locations for coronavirus patients. So I know we've been kind of trying to work with the government to figure out the best way to proceed on that. So that's been kind of a cool thing. Obviously, the real heroes are like the medical people, like that are actually putting themselves on the front lines every day. But just to have like a small part in supporting them feels kind of like a good thing. So we're excited about that opportunity.
Thank you, Jake. Tiffany?
Good morning, everybody. Tiffany Brown here with Offitt Collision Repair. We are still up and going. We're still taking estimates. We are scheduling most people now. We just actually started a whole new thing where we are doing photo estimates online. You can just go online to our website. So people don't have to leave their house in order to get an estimate from us. They just take a few photos and it'll walk you right through how to do that. It'll send to us and we're able to write those estimates. We are trying to stay busy as possible. So if you know anybody needing any kind of work done on the vehicle and they're at home, they aren't needing to drive as much now. So now's kind of the time we'll take good care of them. I'm also the president of Sarpy Tips Group #1. We are doing Zoom meetings every Friday morning at 7:30. So if you are interested in checking us out, please feel free to do so.
Thank you, Tiffany. Gabriel?
Good morning. How you doing? Sorry about that. I had it on mute and I was clicking and it wasn't accepting. Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabriel Ruiz and I represent ProCare Collision Center. So just like OCR, we still are operational. We both fall under the category of essential business, and kind of, not to repeat everything that she said, but pretty much the same. We're just on the other end of town for you. Slightly different. We are offering concierge service for people that don't want to leave their home. We are also offering the ability to do some things remotely. One big drive for us right now is detailing, since this is detail season. So we can get all the salt, all the grime off the paint, out of the interior of the car, as well as wipe it down, try to clean it as best as possible. So think of us, we're off 84th and G, just off the interstate, Gabriel, with ProCare Collision Center.
Thank you. Angie?
Good morning, everyone. Good to see some familiar faces. So my name is Angie with Vision Maps with Angie. I am a transformational coach and I take people through an intentional vision board process. So I am really kind of hunkering down on getting together with people who are going to be doing team building. After this COVID is over, it's going to be a necessity to get your team on board and to get reconnected. Lots of emotions are going to be bubbling up on a personal level and business wise. So I can help you through that process. So that's what I do. I also do individuals sessions and couples, and I'm now doing them virtually. So that's what I do. Thank you,
Angie. Thank you. Now we'll go to the non-video people. So we'll start with Celeste.
Hi. Good morning. I'm Celeste Pilley. I'm the marketing director at the Sarpy County Chamber of Commerce. It's good to see everyone. I'm sitting in on this because later this week on Thursday, I'll be hopefully leading a website 101. So yeah, just kind of seeing how this whole Zoom PowerPoint presentation can work. Hopefully it all goes well, and I'll see you Thursday.
Thank you, Celeste. Lacey?
Good morning, everyone. I am Lacey Vacanti with the Sarpy Chamber as well. I'm still, getting trained, learning, basically trying to learn everything they give me right now. As of right now, I just kind of follow up with what Quinn said. We're just doing a bunch of, trying to collect food and stuff, and just getting information on what everyone's doing so we can help spread the word as much as possible with restaurants and caterers and just stuff like that. But Lacey Vacanti with Sarpy Chamber.
Thank you. Janet?
Hi, I'm Janet Knoll. I'm with Telemundo Nebraska TV and Radio Lobo. We're Spanish TV and radio, and we also have an English network called News Channel Nebraska. So if anyone needs any advertising to promote, they're open. We are doing a lot of recruitment ads now. And we also, if you have children at home, we're running Teacher TV on our English network. 10 to 12 in the morning is elementary on the English side, and 1 to 3 is secondary. And that's on Cox channel 116 and 1116. And we're also on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. And then on the Spanish side, if you need anything, just email me and I'll give you all the channels for that. We're on Dish, we're on Cox, we're on the sticks, the OTTs. So that's it for us.
Thank you, Janet. We'll go to Ryan.
Hey, Ryan Query, Chief Revenue Officer of the Omaha Storm Chasers and Union Omaha Soccer Club. We are, we've had to put a fair amount of our staff on temporary furloughs. We do still have full-time staff along with some others that are kind of in a middle bucket, where they're working about 60% of their normal hours. So we're still up and running, really working more than anything right now to stay in communication with all of our ticket holders and sponsors, with the 100% intention and commitment to fulfilling everything and being there as a resource and way something to look forward to when all the dust settles. So we are just staying really active in the community. One thing really cool on the soccer side is all of our players from 12 different countries and from around the globe are here. And with our season delayed, we're getting them as involved in the community as the the government regulations allow us. So we're kind of trucking along with what we have to work with at this point. And thanks for having me.
Yep, thank you, Ryan. And then we'll go to Cindy.
Good morning, everyone. Cindy Drapinski with Pavilion Twin Creek Apartments. We're open for business. We can only have one person in the office though, so I'm working from home, and the gals alternate in the office, but most of our residents are also home. So if you drive through my parking lot, it looks pretty full right now, because there's a lot of people working from home at the apartments, but all is good as it can be. So thanks.
Great, thank you, Cindy. I believe I got everybody. If not, speak up and then I will make a transition to share screen. Okay, all right, I think we'll get through this. So welcome. So a little bit more about the Sarpy Chamber. What we like to say is essentially there's three categories of chambers. You have your, in our metro area is a great example to illustrate all three. You have your Greater Omaha Chamber that has kind of a economic and greater holistic view and outlook and approach with the community. You have your city chambers that will do like parades and town events and things of that nature. And where a Sarpy chamber comes into play is we're business to business. That's our focus. That's what we do. That's our wheelhouse. And we don't step outside of that realm. Now, each of the chambers and even business networking groups as well, we have built a relationship and collaborate with those chambers. It's important for the community. It's important for your business, for us to maintain healthy relationships such as that. We offer similar programs, but again, we're not trying to step on somebody else's toes to get outside of our lane and outside of our wheelhouse. I think one of the Zoom meeting function and other things that we're doing within the chamber kind of illustrates that, hey, how can we continue to provide these opportunities for business to business? We're collectively meeting regularly now as well. Now that actually the chamber staff has entirely moved to working from home based on the fact that we're starting a food drive, so that way the chamber conference room is going to be where the collection point for as we collect the food. So to avoid cross-contamination, either be it from staff members, we've all collectively moved home. So now we're learning a few of these different processes as well as how can we continue to maintain and support. The first slide that you see here talks about our annual events. In a normal year, we run about 160 events a year. That includes ribbon cuttings, business after hours, coffee and contacts. The annual events that are illustrated here are our big events. Unfortunately, we had to postpone our grand giveaway, which is our biggest annual fundraiser that occurs in the spring. Ideally, the golf tournament will go off in July and will probably be ideally a huge success. Normally, we'll always sell out the golf tournament, and then also our whole sponsors are sold out as well. Typically, we average about 280 golfers and sponsors on the course, and that's at Tiburon. So we do all 27 holes. Our annual awards dinner occurs in the fall. That's in October timeframe, October, September. We do have a couple of additional events. The guys and guns and guys event, which occurs in the fall, and then our ladies' day out was scheduled to be in May, but that one is probably going to be pushed back a little bit, as well as two of our other events that are hosted by our government affairs group, the State of the County and the Economic Outlook. Monthly events, we talked about the monthly events. We are offering keynote speaker luncheons. We're actually, these types of events, we're looking to continue to find ways to incorporate Zoom for Zoom meetings. So we are working on scheduling some weekly webinar trainings. So look for that information. Coffee and Contacts, those Coffee and Contacts business after hours. We normally will run the Coffee and Contacts second Thursday of every month, the business after hours the fourth Thursday of every month. The time remains the same for both of those events. The location is what changes. To host those events, there's no fee to host those events. Members, there's no fee to attend as well. The Ambassador Monthly and Blaster, we do those as well. And this week, actually, we're going to be doing our Ambassador Quarterly. And then during the Ambassador Quarterly, we're going to actually announce as well. And this is going to be open to the full chamber. We're working on local business blasters. And what that local business blaster is identifying a couple of our local businesses, and the way that those were identified is they were scheduled to host an event during those months. And encouraging the chamber membership to frequent those businesses, be it through carry out or if they offer gift cards, and provide those that information to the membership at large, so that way we can continue to be that pillar of support for our local businesses. Also, when we talk about local business support, you may have received messages where we have partnered with the Midlands Community Foundation to provide. You can use our Sarpy Chamber Foundation. You can donate for response to COVID-19. The Sarpy Chamber Foundation, if you want to give to specifically small businesses, you would just click on the link for Sarpy Chamber Foundation. Otherwise, Midlands Community Foundation is also has a donation process where we're partnering with them for COVID-19, and then they'll disperse those funds across nonprofits. In addition, so today is Tuesday. They're actually kind of calling, instead of Taco Tuesday, they're actually starting to call it Takeout Tuesday. So encouraging individuals to frequent those restaurants and bars and so forth that are offering takeout. So instead of Taco Tuesday, we have Takeout Tuesday. Our Sarpy Chamber Modern Professionals, they also will meet once a month doing a business tour, and then follow that up with some networking. This month is going to be the rollout and kickoff for our Sarpy Chamber Women, which stands for We Optimize, Mentor, Elevate, and Network. On Thursday, April 28th, from 7:30 to 9, we're going to have our Zoom goal setters presentation. And so that will be the first event that we have going off on that. Leadership Alumni, we'll talk a little bit more about Leadership Sarpy in some later slides when we talk about the various groups and education opportunities. From a group standpoint, we have Ambassadors, Government Affairs, Sarpy Chamber Modern Professional, Sarpy Chamber Women, the Leadership Sarpy Alumni and Advisory Group and Event Committee. What I'll do is just kind of ask those that are on the call that are in these groups to share about that. So I'll ask Tiffany if you can speak on the Ambassadors and then the Sarpy Chamber Modern Professionals. Tiffany is our co-chair of the Ambassadors. Is she not able to speak? Kathy, will you be able to speak on the ambassadors?
I haven't heard. Isn't TJ in charge of the ambassadors?
Yeah, he's not on the call right now though.
Yeah, I have not heard anything about the ambassadors for like 5 weeks, I'd say. Understandably so, yeah.
But what do we do though as far as ambassadors?
Oh, what do we do? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, we support openings, ribbon cuttings, and go and just support them. I use it to network. I book so many site visits in my hotel through people that I meet networking with the ambassadors. I love it. I love being an ambassador. It's how I meet so many great people. But basically, you just like what it says, you greet and you welcome new businesses to the chamber. Yeah, it's pretty easy, and it's just a great way to network.
Thank you.
Highly recommend it. And I try to make as many as I possibly can.
Right. Let's see here. We'll have Lisa. You're. Well, no, I'm not gonna have you. Lisa, speak on behalf of the board.
Oh, okay. On behalf of the board of directors.
Yeah.
Sorry, my dog's barking. So I'm on the board of directors for the chamber. There is, I want to say there's 13 or 14 of us, and basically what we do is we're there to support the chamber, support the staff, support all of the groups, you know, whether it be the ambassadors, tips groups, any of these other groups, and different events that we have. A lot of us are also extend that to be on committees. So like I was on the grand giveaway committee as well to help do some organizing with that. I personally try to get to any ribbon cutting and coffee and after hours that I can get to just to stay out in front of people. But basically our role is to be that support system for everyone. If there's ever any concerns that you feel you need just to go to somebody with, you can definitely get a hold of any of the board members and voice those concerns. I don't think there's much else with that, but that's pretty much it with the board. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you. So to go in a little deeper, so to be a member of the ambassadors, no fee to be an ambassador. It's $15 for the name tag. We do ask that you have do a 60% commitment to ribbon cuttings, business and after hours, coffee and contacts, and our ambassador blasters. We provide a weekly ambassador blaster, which is updated events. These are normal things that go on right now. They kind of haven't, as Kathy kind of alluded to, things kind of paused. So we are looking to, again, kind of continue to announce events and see what we can do there. Also, the ambassadors, they have a group called Retention Committee, or not retention, we renamed it this year, I'm sorry, to Lasting Impressions Committee. And the ambassadors collectively as a whole provide you an opportunity to welcome businesses. You can utilize that as a warm lead to say, hey, reaching out on behalf of the ambassadors of the chamber, want to welcome you to the community. And sometimes that can provide that introduction that you're looking for to connect with those businesses. Government affairs, the government affairs group meets once a month at the chamber. And this is comprised of the representatives from the 5 cities in the county, the county officials. Also, we have the legislators. We'll send representative on our last Zoom call. Senator Crawford actually joined us, and she's actually been quite active with the group as far as different events as well. We'll have representatives from the federal, the senators as well. So it's to be involved with the government affairs group is a matter of letting us know that you're interested, and we can add you to the email and extend the invite. Leadership Sarpy Alumni and Advisory Group. So each year we do a Leadership Sarpy class, and the alumni will do, the leadership alumni will do 2 events a year. And then we also have an advisory board, which is just council of peers to ensure that we're making those improvements and continuing to provide a quality program through Leadership Sarpy. Event committee, which is what Lisa alluded to, that our various events will pull together volunteers, and this provides you an opportunity as a volunteer to reach out to those businesses, make those connections as far as requesting maybe donations, what have you, but again, provides another avenue and opportunity for warm networking. Marketing opportunities. There are plenty of marketing opportunities. One of the things when we talk about marketing opportunities is also different. The Chamber does all of our marketing from within in-house. So we're not using a third party. So what that means is anybody who is participating in any of these programs, that revenue is generated and returned right back to the membership. So it can provide a peace of mind knowing that your contributions are going direct to the Chamber, to your fellow Chamber members, which allows us to continue to offer events for free or lower costs, keep membership at a steady price without being needing to make those adjustments. So some of the locations, you can place a homepage banner ad, which is, as it specifies, is right at the top of the homepage. We actually have a large size and then also a smaller size. The large size is right at the top, and then the smaller one will be like right above our videos and links. In addition to that, there's an opportunity to do a directory banner ad. And those ones will be placed above like the events and then the directory. An enhanced listing provides you basically a website within a website. Gives you the opportunity to expand your About Us within the categorical searches of the directory as well as the alphabetical portion. And those with an enhanced listing will rise to the top or be out of sequence from an alphabetic standpoint. But that just indicates that they have that enhanced listing. It provides you an opportunity also to post videos, photos, your logo as well. So it just gives you a few more visibility and touch points. We have two other programs as well as Welcome Basket and Relocation Packets. The Welcome Baskets we deliver to new businesses, and then we'll send an email to those that are participating. Relocation Packets will drop off. We've actually got it back worked into where once the Right Start kicks up, we'll be able to deliver those again to the base, as well as to real estate offices and provide them to the communities as well. To participate in those programs, it is industry specific, so one per industry, but those are opportunities and programs to reach folks. You can request an e-blast as well as an Excel spreadsheet of the membership. The Excel spreadsheet of the membership is mailing addresses. Additional marketing opportunities that are free with your membership. This is kind of one of the other ones that we like to highlight as well. Your Chamber membership includes a website, a web profile, and a member profile online. So those items that are free is social media, to connect with Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So within your web profile, you can do an 150-word About Us. You can post job openings, news releases, member-to-member specials, as well as hot deals. I want to go back and talk about two of those areas, the news releases as well as the job openings. So we have added a spot on our website under the news releases for spring 2020 updates. And the Chamber staff has been calling our membership, getting information, helping them understand, finding out how they're doing during this crisis. And if there's things that we can provide as far as information, but also encouraging them to utilize the news releases to provide updates on, hey, are we offering curbside delivery? We're still open. So for example, Janet Knoll had mentioned the fact that they're offering the Roku and the elementary education, the two different times. Those would be things that we would reach out and encourage you to utilize that news release as a resource to provide that information and utilize that platform. You can post those for free. There's no limit as well. Job openings, to go back to job openings, the job openings you can post for free. It's unlimited. the other thing is with job openings, many people are going to start having those positions. Take advantage and utilize that. It shoots across all of our social media platforms. So the benefit and the value there is being able to touch into their individuals that are liking our page, following our page, to touch into their social media platforms as well. So those are great benefits. You have directory listing. So we do the directory in-house as well, both from a article as well as a sales point as well. So those are going to be opportunities to kind of get the name out and get your information as well, and provide that opportunity again to kind of expand your touch points. You can host events as well, such as the Coffee and Contacts in the business after hours. We'll do in August, we'll do a call for the upcoming 2021 year. And at that point, you can submit your name to do, yeah, I'm interested in hosting one of our events. Additional marketing opportunities. There's partner programs. Those are important. Event sponsorships are critical as well. Group sponsorships and partnerships. Each of these things are critical to helping us, again, being able to function, as well as provide those programs and opportunities to the chamber membership as well as the business community at large. Professional resource groups. We have tips and executive dialogue. Is our group of people on this call shrunk? Lisa, go ahead and talk about tips. I think you're the only one I see that is involved with tips.
Am I the only one left?
You're the only visual.
So I'm the president of the Friday Tips group. We meet Friday at noon at the chamber. We're in the process of trying to grow our group. So if anybody wants to check us out, please do. So Friday at noon, we've been doing Zoom meetings every week. We are not technically meeting this Friday, which is kind of whoever wants to get onto the meeting, they can definitely join, but we don't technically have an official meeting this Friday. So we've got about 13 or 14 people in our group right now. Basically with the tips, it's industry specific. And everybody that's in a tips group, I think we've got, for industry specific, we've got 6 groups. Is that right? So basically just one industry per group. So one loan officer, one maybe car person, one CPA, one, that sort of thing. It's $75 a year to join the group. And your participation, I want to say it's 75%. So you can miss one a quarter without any kind of penalty for that. You can have a sub also. If you can't make it one week, you can have a sub from your work or your office sub for you. I think that's about it for tips.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
Executive dialogue is another group that we have. We have 2 executive dialogue groups. Both of those are also doing Zoom meetings. But we are in the process of expanding and looking at a third, to go to a third group. There is opportunities in each of those groups to join. We cap them at 15. It's an industry specific group. It's also a group that's comprised of decision makers or business owners. And we try to ensure that we have a CPA, an accountant, a commercial banker, and then the rest of the membership is industry specific. The focus of the group is to provide businesses with an opportunity that may not have a board of directors, to provide that resource and that comfort or collection point. It is a confidential group, which means that a chamber staff member does not facilitate those groups. And it's set up to where, let's say you're thinking about buying a business, or not buying a business, building a building, or should you buy a building or should you rent a building? It's some of those key decisions. Maybe there's an HR issue. It's those types of decisions where you can tap into those resources versus trying to do it alone. So those are some of the values and benefits of the executive dialogue group. Educational opportunities. We talked about the keynote speakers luncheons. During this time period, though, we're looking at rolling out weekly webinars. Toastmasters, while it's not a program with the Sarpy Chamber, they do meet in the chamber office. We're doing Leadership Sarpy. We actually do an annual Leadership Sarpy class, and actually, Sam or Jake, would you like to offer any kind of input on Leadership Sarpy?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit. So Leadership Sarpy is a really, really cool opportunity where you kind of get future and current business leaders from across the county to come together for probably like approximately 8 or 9 months total. Starts in August, and kind of the graduation is in May. It's really cool because you basically meet once a month and do a variety of activities on that second Tuesday of every month. Some of the highlights, we did like an Earn Your Scrubs thing at CHI Midlands, which was really cool. We got to kind of really get into and tour kind of like what that's like. Let's see here. We spent some time at Offutt Air Force Base, which was really cool. I hadn't really ever experienced that before. We did one for like emergency response at a fire station, which is really funny because that was back in November, and at the time I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting. Hope we never really get to like a point where like, you know, like emergency response, stuff like that becomes a thing. And here we are today. So I don't know, there's a really cool thing. And then another aspect of it is the legacy projects, and maybe I can let Sam talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so in addition to the, you know, the things that Jake was just describing in terms of, you know, what we do each month, it's to really learn about the community, and that's what those different activities do for us. We also come together and we talk about leadership because it's called Leadership Sarpy. So that's kind of the underlying theme of a lot of this is what can we do as either current or future leaders in the community, and how can we, you know, participate or get more involved with those things to help be leaders in the community, not just within our businesses. And then as far as the legacy project, we have different groups within each class, and they take on a legacy project. And what that project is something for the community. It could be the betterment of the community. It could be support of businesses within the community. But the idea is whatever you're working on, you are creating something that's going to better the community, but that it goes on even past that legacy group. So it's not just a one and done situation. It's something that will enhance the community long term. It will be a part of the community long term. And so that's the kind of the end culminating project of the class before graduation.
Thank you, Jake and Sam. We are actually in our recruitment phase for the next class. Applications are live and online. So if you have somebody that you think would be interested, please encourage them to go visit our website. It's under membership and groups. But then also, if you're interested as well, please feel free to go out there. So that kind of is bringing me to the end of this presentation. Follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. After that, oh, yep, here's a good one. Additional benefits. So benefits to the membership. If you need a conference, the conference room remains available for free to use for members. Membership listing, your membership is posted online. Job postings, we talked about that opportunity. So as we go through this time, if you have openings, feel free and encourage you to use that opportunity. And let's see, I think that kind of wraps it up. Our team. So this is our team from the chamber. We've got a staff of 9. Jim Masters, he helps facilitate our Leadership Sarpy class. And then beyond that, most of us all are right there in the chamber office. Anybody have any questions for me?
I just want to say one thing. If anybody is on here, if you need some help trying to use some of those online portal things, I'm sure you can reach out to me, Brian, or Lacey, and we can help you. We can steer you to the right place. so you can just be able to take advantage of that. You know, it's going to be good for your business. It's going to be good for the chamber, and that's all.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, absolutely. So, if there's nothing else, then I appreciate everybody's time this morning. Again, echoing one more time what Quinn said, our chamber staff to a person is committed to the membership. And so what that means is if there's something that we can help you with, that's what we're doing. So feel free to reach out to us. It's not a bother. That's what we're here for. Thank you.